Yo, Vicky, what you know? It's your friendly neighborhood hero, one hero to be exact, and today, Hero Nation, I am back. NBA 2K18 is a game that I love to play. I've had a lot of fun, I've been able to win, I've actually been able to compete and contend. The last time I was able to do that, for those that don't know, because a lot don't know, because this is my first episode for NBA 2K, for any gaming related things on this channel. But 2K11 was my last time of being a competitor in the game. Top 100 crew, 2K Beast, 5 is 1. So think about that. 6-7 years goes by and I'm not even competing at all. I was playing mediocre. I was happy when I won. I was happy when I lost. I didn't like how the game changed from a simulation basketball game to a game for everyone. It was a game for just the hardcore NBA simulation players, to now it's a game that everyone can get into, anyone can get into. The learning curve for a lot of stuff is a lot easier, but with the access of YouTube and the constant amount of YouTube content creators, whether it's for glitches, whether it's for speed boosting, whatever it's for, it's literally like Google for people that want to get better at 2K. It's like 2K for dummies. You can look it up, find out what you want to do and how you want to play. And also, it was just like all ages access. Not something that I'm really into, and it was a big difference for me. So I kind of took like this half sort of break from taking 2K serious. But when they announced the dual archetypes this year for 2K, it brought me back. It gave me some interest. I definitely wanted to see what it was going to be about, what more they had to offer, and if it was going to be a lot different from the previous games. Because I even went out as far as to just buying the physical copy, because I was unsure of how happy I was going to be with this type of game this year. Previous years I bought digital. But so far, being able to combine my build of a shot creating slasher together has proved to be something that I really can get behind as a player. It suits my playstyle because I'm forcing myself to get better at shooting. I still find myself going to drive a lot, which hinders the team a lot. I'll end up getting turnovers or I'll take bad shots because, again, I'm taking a gamble in the first place by risking 2K's animation system going into the paint. So I may want to go left, they may make me go right. Even if I push the stick the right way, who knows what'll happen. With the build that I have, what ended up making it a lot easier for me was that I had that ability to be able to shoot. Because I didn't want to make a slasher last year because they weren't really able to shoot. You were limited in other areas. And if I made a shot creator, I wasn't able to really drive. I was more or less a good mid-range and an okay driving ability type player. So this year, I feel like I've gotten stronger in the two categories that I played the best at. The only thing I haven't really conquered yet is three-point shooting, or just shooting in general. So like I said, this year I'm trying to force myself out of that habit of just relying on the easy two, of just driving it in there and hoping for the best or getting the posterizer animations. So I'm definitely trying to step up my game this year to be a shooter. I mean, this isn't going to be my only build this year. I have the shot creating, slashing, shooting guard, but I'm potentially going to make a shooting point guard. Every year I have to make a point guard. I literally have made a point guard in every game since 2K11 when it's had a my player. Mainly because back in the 2K11 days, when I played with the crew, we struggled with finding a point guard. We had literally every other position filled except for point guard. And the reason why was that you had the scoring guards, you had the defensive guards, but you didn't have the passing point guard that could be team oriented. So that's where I came into play. And I was a very fluid icon passing point guard, if you will. And it made it a lot easier for tightening up on mistakes and turnovers throughout the game. So you can imagine people are like, man, I'm getting hit when I need to get hit. I'm getting hit off the pick and rolls, and just a plethora of things made it a lot easier for people to play and be confident in our gameplay. Now, teamwork, that's another issue. You know, you gotta try to figure out the chemistry and how everybody plays, what positions they like to do, and all of those things. So it's a lot of responsibility when you're playing point guard in the Pro-Am or the My Crew scenario and scenes. So that was one of the things that benefited me to taking the game serious, is because I became the person that was kind of like the floor general, and I took charge for the games. it was a lot of pressure, and it definitely was very stressful because you got people waiting to yell at you for the first mistake you make. And it's still like that to this day, but playing point guard is like, you have to do this, like on the point. The moment you don't could be the make or break decision moment for if you win the game or lose it. So for me, that really is what that's what stepped up my game. I wasn't able to play point guard in real life because I was playing small forward or below until I got to high school. With me being as small as I am now, 6 foot, I wasn't able to compete against guys 6'6" or higher. I could jump with them, but there was only so much I could do. So playing point guard was something always more of like a fantasy or a dream to me. So naturally, it just kind of worked out in its favor where I ended up naturally evolving into the person playing point guard for the team. And yeah, over the years, it worked until I realized that I was a pass first point guard and I had zero offense. Making an all around build or making a shot creating build or making a slashing build at 6'4" didn't seem to yield positive results when you're going in the paint against large trees of 7'3" and different types of players of those builds. So again, I never was a shooter. I didn't have the ability to shoot at the player that I had, and I also turned around and just never really took the time to learn how to shoot. Didn't find the right jump shots, and yada yada yada. So you can imagine that, yeah, it only riding the wave of, oh yeah, the pass first point guard only lasted for so long because if my teammates couldn't get in the rhythm or they got shut down or whatever the case may be and they needed to lean on me, I was not producing the points needed to be effective at point guard. So again, it's because I didn't shoot. So I feel like if I made a shooter, I would probably be a lot better. So definitely this year, being able to focus on that is priority. It's key because people are starting to play more pro-am walk-on because you can level up quicker. And park is park. But I feel like you deal with a lot less lag in pro-am, which is what people do. And yes, I am ending the clip on a loss. I'm just trying to create as much content as possible, win, lose, or draw, because I'm here to ball and have fun and level up and rank up. And hopefully people can find some form of success from watching my game clips or the information that I've got to say. I'm just trying to be a real person with 2K. But again, this is it. One Hero. I am signing off to take off. And I appreciate you for tuning in for the first episode of my 2K content series of just creating whatever it is that 2K involves. As always, I like to say, greatness lives within. It begins with us, it ends with us, but most importantly, it starts with us. Now the world's waiting. Go show them why you're great.